Good morning, everybody. We are live. Good to see you this morning, everybody. They're coming in fast and hot with the good mornings. I'll try to stay on top of it, but good morning, and good morning. I see you, Matt. I see you, Sly. I see you, John. I see you, Melissa. We love this part of the show. This is our beginning, our coffee talk. So first off, let me start off with all the basic stuff that we do cover every day. It is 10 a.m. Puerto Vallarta time, and you have reached Puerto Vallarta Real News. And I'm your host, Brent Lane, here every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. I'm just going to give into it for about 20 minutes, okay? The 15-minute mark just doesn't seem to work because we do have a lot of news and fun stuff going on. Maybe 15 minutes will only be on Fridays, but I can be verbose, but also a fast talker, as we've learned. Good morning, Laura. I see you out there. John, our Croc Cam, looking forward to those Crocs tomorrow on Casual Friday. Good morning, Chris. You're out traveling right now. Good to see you. Okay, let me jump into a little bit of coffee talk really quick. First off, I've been working on the show again. I'm always tinkering. I'm always messing with it. And we're going to see what you guys, notice, and gals. Lots of stuff premiering today, or a few things, not lots of changes on the show. Hint, hint. I'm going to tell you one of them's down there in the ticker below, which is also a good time to remind you about subscribing on YouTube and pressing that bell and those thumbs ups. But now I've added an average flight time or wait time at the airport. So we're pulling that live every morning. It says what time it pulled it, but absolutely be sure to check with your own individual airline if you're traveling to or from our airport right here in Puerto Vallarta. So that's kind of fun. So watch for that. That's the only one I'm going to tell you about. You're going to see some other changes. They're pretty easy. We'll see what you think. Glad you like it, Liza. Hey, buenos dias. Maxina1, not sure who you are, what your real name is, but that's okay. But you know what you get? You get a big old fat good morning. Okay, so hey, one of our viewers, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, said that they've heard a lot of people getting double water bills, like twice the cost before, I think. Are you someone that got a double water bill? Hey, Pat with 2 T's. All right, I got you, Pat with 2 T's. I'll try to remember that. So they were just asking me to mention it on the show, if anybody else, if they're alone, but double cost water bills. I don't know personally if we've received one. I don't think we are. We don't get a direct water bill where the studio is, but I throw that out there because somebody asked me to share that. Also, I want to show you guys something. This is the live look outside. There's Puerto Vallarta today in the correct aspect ratio. Checking it out. So that's what it looks like today. Mostly clear, beautiful. If you want a bigger view of that, here you go. So that's what it looks like outside right now. Another beautiful freaking day in Puerto Vallarta. It's getting warmer, but it is gorgeous out there again with a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, so don't forget, if you're new to this show, first time, tomorrow is Casual Friday. It's a very different show than the Monday through Thursday, which is mostly news focused. Casual Friday is unscripted. I talk about events. I talk about my life. I talk about what you guys put on the screen. If you got anything you want to chat about. If not, I'll blather on about some topic. But that's what Fridays are. They're just fun and coffee and just hanging out. Speaking of, let's do it. Our very first coffee cam of the day. You ready? Here we go. Coffee time on PVRN. Yes, let's get two. No, I've got the, here we go, CPS mug today. Loving it. All right, let's jump into it. I promise there is news today. All right, first up, this is a big one, and I hence, quote unquote, teased it yesterday because this is big news. And if you haven't heard about it, there is a big training exercise in Puerto Vallarta today. So this is what I ask. I'm going to show you everything about this story, but when you see people asking about it on social media today, or if anybody's getting panicky, I ask you to please share this newscast with them. That'll really help, and try to keep people calm about it because it's important. So this one is the Secretary of the Navy here in Puerto Vallarta is alerting the public that it will conduct a level 3 maritime security exercise inside the port facilities of Puerto Vallarta. Now, this operation is in coordination with all three levels of government. It's going to take place at the Vallarta terminal. We all know that. And it is designed to simulate an imminent risk scenario under international port security standards. So this is going on over there by the marina. Here's another photo of that. According to the Navy, the drill will include fictitious detonations, simulated vessel hijackings by alleged criminals or cyber groups, and visible movement of naval personnel, agencies, ambulances, and vehicles, both inside and outside the port area. So this is pretty important stuff to know. The purpose is to evaluate training, response capacity, and protocol readiness in compliance with the International Ship and Port Facility Code, ISPS. Everything's got an acronym here. This is really reaffirming, I think, since February the 22nd, the Naval's commitment and the military and the government's commitment to just kind of keep us, feeling a little more safe here, feeling good about things that are going on and just being prepared for things, which is really important. We even heard that a lot recently with that boat fire in the marina. Being prepared is absolutely key. So there you go. That's the first story today. Watch online. I am absolutely positive we're going to see some people chatting about it, and it's our job as PVRN viewers to try and keep the public calm and let them know that this is actually a good thing. And then also make sure they know. Subscribe to the show and you'll always know what's going on. Don't be the person that doesn't know the news. You always should know the news here, especially if you have an investment here or you live here. But preachy enough. I don't want to preach anymore. All right. So, hey, cheers to them being prepared. I love it. It's a great opportunity for me to grab a little sip of coffee and we'll do it together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait, I got to get out. Bing. It's hard to do and show the logo. I'm not going to do that again. All right. I hope you grab a drink with me, because we got a lot more news to go. All right. Next up, all right. Have you guys been following this director of tourism up in Bahia de Banderas? This has been big news on social media lately. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the director of tourism for Bahia de Banderas, Francia Cortez, has been all over social media lately. And let me move that over. There we go. Now she has officially resigned from her position after only serving a month and a half in the role. Okay, this isn't new news if you've been on social media. The resignation follows a controversial standoff with the city council, who recently blocked her request for a license to leave her duties. Now, what is this all about? Well, Cortez sought to leave to travel to Thailand to participate in the international beauty pageant, a move that, drew a bit of sharp criticism across social media and within the government, and from local officials regarding her professional priorities. Now, prior to her departure, Cortez faced formal complaints from within the council for alleged undue use of public functions. Now, this is allegedly, okay, per them. So they're citing concerns over the director's professionalism. According to the story, they stated that she frequently promoted the beauty pageant content on social media during her working hours, as they say, and appeared at government events wearing a pageant crown, again, according to them. And so now, with that license denied, to avoid the conflict of interest, Cortez chose to step down permanently to pursue the competition rather than her role in the government. Okay, so this is where I ask you all that are paying attention right now, what do you think about this story? It's caused a lot of chat on social media, obviously. It's a polarizing story. Do you think that she should be able to continue with her pageant duties and be the director of tourism? Maybe don't promote it so much during working hours or wear the crown, allegedly. Or do you think this is just and this is what, should be done? Chat about it in the comments if you got a thought. If not, we'll move on. But I have found this to be an interesting story to keep up with so far. And I'll update you if there are any more updates. But it sounds like any more updates will probably be on how she did in the pageant in Thailand. So good luck to her. Sorry for all the hubbub you're currently going through. That's a bummer. Okay, next up, we've got an update to the Augustin Flores Sports Complex. Hopefully some of you utilize that, you know about it, but sports enthusiasts in Puerto Vallarta have a reason to celebrate as the municipal government completes a complete and total rehabilitation of the Futbol Rapido, the fast soccer court at Augustin Flores Contres Sports Complex. The upgrades include a brand new synthetic turf surface, reinforced perimeter fencing, and modern lighting to facilitate evening matches. That's pretty cool. If you use that facility, you want to go there in the evening when it's not so hot, that's probably important. So these improvements and modifications are going to include also reinforced perimeter fencing. I already told you about that. They're really part of a broader initiative to provide local athletes with high quality infrastructure that just meets the modern competitive standards that we want to see here in Puerto Vallarta as we become more of a hub for a lot of athletics. So in addition to the soccer field, the city has confirmed that the maintenance and renovation efforts will also include and are going to extend to the nearby basketball and volleyball courts as well. So Mayor Pena emphasized that these updates are essential for the health and Mayor Pena, Munguia, sorry about that typo there. And it really is essential for the health and recreation of the Vallarta community. The sports complex, commonly known as just the sports unit, now features improved drainage, updated spectators, and ensuring the facility remains a cornerstone for local sports leagues for years to come. What do y'all think about that? Okay, so Liza, let's talk about it. Yeah, so regarding the previous story, the beauty pageant, tough call. She was using the role to promote herself. Then no, if she used it to promote opportunity for the region, then sure, yeah. It is a tough call. I agree. I'm really on the fence with this one. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm sure we'll see more in the comments later for sure. All right, let's have an update on. All right, I covered this story yesterday. This was the architecture teardown that's going on, was considering being torn down, and there was considerations of tearing down over at Gringo Gulch. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this story because we covered it in depth yesterday, and if you don't remember the specifics, just go back and watch yesterday's show on YouTube. But this is just an update to that story I brought to you yesterday regarding the destruction of the architectural heritage in Puerto Vallarta. It's been confirmed that the State Secretary of Culture, as of this morning, officially authorized the demolition of the iconic Casa Ipanema in the historic center, aka Gringo Gulch, despite the building being listed as the state's cultural heritage inventory. Authorities claim the structure had severe structural damage and no longer possessed patrimonial value, as they call it, but local preservationists are calling the move a devastating blow to the city's identity. And now for the full story, once again, just go back, watch yesterday's show. It'll give you a bit more insight into that. But that's the decision that's made. There may be protests, things may happen, but it sounds like that property may be in a state of disrepair that just can't be revitalized. That's what I'm gonna guess. So with that, we'll say adios to that building, I guess, at this point, and give it a quick coffee times cheers. Good luck to whatever comes next. Bing. I'm off on the cheers today. I think I keep switching hands. All right. Moving on with the news today. So I got a national news story, and it's just like yesterday, it's a national/sports crossover story. So this one is about, did you see the big announcement? Did you hear about it? Is this new to you? Let me get it in the right spot. There we go. It's the big announcement of the FIFA World Cup Championships halftime show, which has to do with Mexico because obviously Mexico's in it and Mexico's hosting it, even though this halftime is going to be over in New York, New Jersey area. So last night, FIFA officially announced and confirmed the halftime artist for the World Cup Championship, announcing that Shakira, Madonna, and BTS will headline the tournament's first ever halftime show. And this was announced by Coldplay, so I'm guessing Coldplay is somehow involved in this. Maybe I don't understand why Coldplay and the Sesame Street characters announced it, but Elmo was the one, I think, pulling the card on some of these things, interesting enough. But this landmark event is, of course, scheduled for July 19th at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, New York. But New Jersey is where it's at, and it's curated by Coldplay frontman Chris Martin. As I mentioned, the performance aims to bridge the world of elite sports with global entertainment, marking a significant departure from traditional FIFA protocols. Okay. Beyond the star-studded spectacle, The show serves as a humanitarian purpose as well. In partnership with Global Citizen, the performance is designed to raise $100 million for the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund. These proceeds will go towards improving access to quality schooling and football coaching for underprivileged children worldwide. As the 2026 World Cup spans the US, Mexico, and Canada, this halftime is expected to be one of the most watched musical events in history. So there it is again. If you didn't see it, this is what it's going to look like. This is what the cover shot looks like. We see Madonna, we see Shakira, we see BTS, what we've heard about a lot lately since they were just in Mexico City. Sadly for me, there's no U2. You know I'm sad about that after yesterday's show. So here's Rod saying, brings in big name entertainers. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's showing the World Cup numbers are a little low right now. Interesting. I did not know that. I mean, the price tickets are really, really high. In Mexico, I will say, and I've covered this on the show in the past, that there are some really good deals out there for specific matches. Some of them are like 200 and 300 pesos if you can make it to those matches. And they weren't just the first round, they were further in. Now, I know in the US, I've seen numbers like 14,000 US dollars and higher for some of these seats. And maybe it's just people can't tolerate that. You know, with the economy right now and all that. But I hope World Cup goes amazing. I know Mexico is super excited. I hope they do well. Obviously keep letting me know your thoughts. But that's all the news for today, y'all. I think I'm going to come in just under 20 minutes, which is great. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe right down here. Get the bell. I'm never going to get that totally right. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Now, here's my question. The challenge was, did you notice any changes to today's show other than in the ticker? I've got, it's going across right now, the PVR airport status for today. I know you must have noticed that I now have slides or images on the main screen. That's kind of fun, but maybe you noticed a few other things too. But that's how I keep improving, bringing you a better show. Let me know what you think about the changes. See you tomorrow for Casual Friday. Get ready to be unscripted and throw some topics at me if you want to chat about them. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, this show wouldn't happen. And of course, without my amazing sponsors, this show also would not be happening. We'll see y'all tomorrow. So hang in there for the credits. Bye, y'all.